Well, good morning. Welcome to today's adventure. We are in Nockamixon State Park. This is a park. We were here a little bit last week. Filmed a little bit, but I didn't like the way the video came out. So we're back here again, Lake Nockamixon. We're gonna hike the old mill trail. It's about a 5-mile loop. So we're gonna get that done today. It's a beautiful day out. It is a Thursday morning, so there's not very many people here, which is great. Very pleasant hiking. So should be a great day for hiking. I can see the lake behind me. But yeah, let's go hike Lake Nockamixon at Nockamixon State Park. Here's Lake Nockamixon. Very peaceful today. Yeah, last weekend we were here and it was a Saturday, so it was very, very crowded. Lots of people and families fishing, but Thursday morning people are at work and it's the last week of school, so kids are still in school today. But yeah, all right, let's get to hiking. It's a beautiful, beautiful state park. All right, this is the beginning of the old mill trail. We have parked right down here for the lake, so just off the main parking lot. Working up this way, there's a shorter loop and a longer loop. Last time we took a long turn and we did the shorter loop. We're going to do the longer loop at this time, so hopefully I will not make a wrong turn. But yep, this is the beginning of the old mill trail. You're going to walk a little bit of the bike path to start out with. It shares it with the bike path, and then we're going to take our left off here off the path. So just be aware, if you're hiking this, there will be bikers on here. But a very pleasant day out. It's going to be a little warm today, so we decided to come out in the morning to get this done. It should take us a couple hours, about 5 miles loop, so 2 or 3 hours at the most. But I'll show you some sights along the way. We got to see the lake. There'll be a couple waterfalls, I think, and some other stuff, so let's go. I got a beautiful view of the lake here. Nice little viewpoint here along the I guess the biking rail trail. We'll be going around the lake, so we should get some more views later on. But so far it's a very pleasant walk. It's been all paved so far, but we're about to get into the dirt portion of this. But very beautiful lake here. I got the first waypoint here. This is the old mill saw here. This is what this trail was named after. The Stover Mill. It's pretty nice. There was a waterfall here, but I guess it hasn't rained a little bit, so a little bit dry. Let's go up here, this old stone wall up here. Yeah, this is the waterfall there. Stone wall. Pleasant stream, so alright, we're gonna keep on. Nice little stream crossing here, so this looks like you can easily, it's easily rock hoppable here. So we try to make way up and then up the little incline there, and that takes us to the loop we want to get to. So let's give this a shot. Alright, we're taking a little bit of a side journey here down to the waterfalls. We met some hikers, and they said there was waterfalls down here. So we're gonna take a look at this, and then we head back on the main trail. So we'll see what's down here, and then if nothing too great, we'll go back the other way. So it brings you out to the opposite side from where we were from the waterfall. So yeah, it just takes it out to the opposite side from where we were. Nice little clearing. So all right, lesson learned. We can turn around and go back. But all right. Came along some old stonework here. That's probably the foundation of a part of the mill that used to be here. We saw the wheel back there, but yeah, pretty cool. That's looks like that's man-made. It's not natural, so part of the mill. And then this path has just been pretty straightforward. A lot of the sameness, but you can hear the birds chirping. Yeah, my wife and I we're back here enjoying the day, just taking a leisurely pace. This trail is not too difficult. There's a water crossing you have to do, which would be the trickiest part so far. But other than that, it's rocky for sure. But if you take your time, you should be all right. I have this sign pointing us. This is an intersection here. They clear the sign pointing this way to Old Mill Trail. Plus, it is marked in the red blazes. So don't go that way. I'm not sure where that way takes you, but this way takes you on the Old Mill Trail. So this is the way we're going. All right, this area trail is a little overgrown, or I should say not as well manicured in here. Grass a little high, but we're making it through. We're still on the right path. I checked my all trails a few times. We're still going the right direction. So, yep, it's gonna continue on. We should be coming down around the lake area pretty soon. So hopefully we should get some views down here. So, but yeah, this is a little or not as well maintained, I should say, some of the other trail. All right, we're taking a little break here. Clearly says Old Mill Trail. My wife is taking some water and electrolytes. We have Old Mill Trail, and then it says no outlets, so it tells her not to go back that way. We're going to continue on this way on a hike. It's a good day. We've only seen the one group of hikers. Other than that, not too bad. So we're gonna continue on here. There's this nice little clearing here that we ran into. We took a break, took a few cool pictures on the bench. So, all right, let's go. This is much better. This forest hike here through the woods, beautiful trees, rather than the unmaintained part. So I believe we're heading down towards the lake, so we should see some views on the left here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're just enjoying this hike. Got some beautiful mountain laurel up here blooming. There. And then the violet, I don't know what these flowers are, but that's a violet colored flower there. Pretty neat. So, yep, lots of stuff blooming now, and we're back into the jungle non-maintained stuff here. So, but we are heading toward the lake, so that's good. But this is not my favorite trail. Looks like we're getting back into the dirt. Oh yeah, we got down to the shores, the lake here. I think there's an opening up here where we'll walk up. But yeah, this is beautiful in here. Let's see what we see in here. Yeah, trees in the way, but definitely a different view of the lake than we had before. You can see behind us there's some trail crews. There's a big bulldozer and a larger golf cart that they're using to clear the trail and take the trees down. So we just had to kind of bushwhack around that. But pretty interesting. They were very nice. They said what they asked us which way was better to get around. So very nice people. But we are continuing along. I have the lake view to my left, which is awesome. We've just been following this. The lake's been on our left, so I've been very pleasant, very flat. Birds are chirping, so beautiful day to be out. All right, Ruth and I are taking a break here at this little picnic table here. Old boat launch here at one point, because that takes it right down into the lake. Definitely not in use anymore, but that's what this is. This used to be a boat launch into the lake. There's a little picnic table here, got some snacks, and then the trail's a little overgrown. I get the feeling this trail is not used a whole lot, but which means is we pretty much have it off the house. There's definitely a trail. You can definitely see the trail, so it's not like we're bushwhacking the whole way, but just bits and pieces of it are overgrown. So makes for a little interesting hiking, but yeah, got the view of the little boat launch. We're taking a break here, and then we're gonna continue on. So this area of the trail is cleared out. A lot of dead trees up here. I don't know if there was a prescribed burn or lightning or what, but you can see a lot of dead trees up here, as you can see behind us. So I'm not sure what went on in this area, but it's definitely no canopy, just underbrush in this area. So we have a beautiful section of the trail. We have the mountain laurel blooming here. This trail is definitely not used that much because this is a little bit overgrown here. So I don't know how much maintenance they do in this, but it doesn't get much traffic. But we're definitely on the right way. I've checked my all trail several times, and this is definitely the right way. So, but you can see how undefined the trail is. I mean, it's obviously a trail, but it's just a little bit different than. Sometimes it's a wide trail with like a dirt path, but most of the trail has been like this. So haven't been filming too much because it's very, very uneventful. You know, we're just walking this grass path through trees, so not too much to see. We left the lake back there, so now we're continuing into the forest, and I'll let you know if there's anything else to see. If not, I may just wait till we get back to the end of this loop to film anything, because it's really all the same scenery. So, but it is flat though, not much in terms of elevation, and obviously not very crowded. So, we haven't seen anybody on the trail in a few hours, so which is good. Oh, speaking of not, there's a blowdown up here that we have to get around. Doesn't look too bad, but still. Alright, well, we came to a blowdown here. This is probably the worst one we've seen. It's been pretty smooth sailing back in the forest. Ruth is going to try to go through this, step over it, and then go under there. We'll go over. That works too. Alright, let me see if I can get through here. Oh yeah. Alright. Alright, well, we got through that okay. Alright, well, we are back here on the pier at Nockamixon State Park. This is the fishing pier. Made it through the hike. Wasn't too crazy about the hike. Not one of my favorite hikes, not one of my favorite trails, but wanted to try it out. The parts down by the lake were pretty cool, pretty scenic. The rest of the trail, a little repetitive, like the same landscape over and over. You either go through these tall, overgrown bushes or through the forest. I mean, the forest was beautiful, but we'd like a little more variety in the trail. But as it is, you know, the lake itself is beautiful, so a lot of people come here just to sit and fish and do whatever. So yeah, thanks for joining us today at this adventure. We can check another state park off our list. Stay tuned for more future adventures. We're going to go to a lot more new places, and we have some great things coming up. So I hope you like and subscribe. You can see some of the stuff we have planned. But thanks. That's all for today. See you next adventure.